Yeah, we should run through these. Let's go through the launch titles of the Nintendo GameCube. Where you want to start, Wes?
Well, I mentioned it before. We had Luigi's Mansion, which
Yep.
was very different than anything we've ever played on a Nintendo console before.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was cool.
it was very cool. It was very Ghostbusters.
It was
It was
the
very
backpack.
Ghostbusters, but it looked fantastic and it played good. And it's like I want to say for the first time, it's like Luigi actually showed some emotion.
Yeah.
He
This
did. He
this is
had his
where the
own
whole thing with him
personality.
being scared came from. Like now, if you go watch the Mario
Exactly.
movie, he's like scared, and like they obviously made more Luigi's Mansion, but this is where it originated.
It did. It gave him more personality.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
yeah,
true.
Luigi's Mansion was like one launch title, and that was probably one of our top sellers.
Definitely. The other top seller was Star Wars. Obviously, Rogue Leader was. I mean that game. First off, it's fantastic. Second
Hmm.
off, I played it not too long ago. I want to say about a year ago. I probably played it because I had fixed my GameCube, and that was the first thing I put in. I was like, I'm putting in Rogue Leader. That game still looks fantastic.
Oh, I bet.
I am using an upscaler, but still, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, I can't get over how old this game is and how good it still looks. It's
Hmm.
ridiculous.
It literally the cinematics looked like they were taken straight from the movie.
Hmm. Yeah, and it's just
It-
fun as hell to play.
oh yeah, it was great. It was great. I loved the Rogue Squadron games anyway. Even like when it came out on 64,
Hmm. Hmm.
loved it. Then it came out on GameCube, so we got a better version. Oh, it was great. It was great. And then we had Wave Race, a new Wave Race, which everybody loved it on 64, and we just got a much better version on the GameCube.
Yeah, I never actually ended up playing this. I think I put it at like a kiosk, like a demo kiosk or something. All I really remember was I couldn't believe the water physics and like
Hmm.
how it was and like how good it looked. Like we this is the we've only been talking about the GameCube games for a couple minutes now, and we've already mentioned three times about how good the games looked. This this is what the last time that Nintendo cared about power. This was the last time they gave a crap about power,
Hmm.
and I wish they would again.
Yeah,
I really, really wish their games would look better. Not that they look terrible, but it's like, dude, can you please just make a system that you don't have to make every system the most powerful system. Just give people an option. Make a cheap system that your general public people are going to buy, and then make a powerful console that can compete with the new systems. Please, for the love of God, do that for me. Because looking back at that, I can't believe how much the games still look good, Wes. It doesn't make any sense.
they do. They really do. And it was such a huge leaps and bounds over the 64. Granted, everybody loves their 64. I love my 64, but the 64 had that, we mentioned it before, it had that fog, that hazy look. Whereas everything on the GameCube was crisp, it was
Mm-hmm.
bright, it was colorful. It was leaps and bounds more powerful than the 64. And
Yeah,
and
the
just looking at
64.
the
I'm gonna be
games,
honest. The 64 is ugly. I love the 64. Those games are ugly, Wes. They are not pretty.
but the GameCube games are pretty.
The GameCube games are very pretty.
They
Absolutely.
are pretty. And then we
Um,
had what Monkey Ball, Super Monkey Ball by
what a fun
Sega.
ass game. Fun ass game, Wes.
It is so much fun.
I didn't play Monkey Ball at launch. I got it eventually. I think I got it when it was like $20. What do they call it? Player's Choice? It was a Player's
Mhm.
Choice title. I think I picked it up for $20. Like I couldn't get over how much fun it was. Like, this game looks dumb as hell. $20, I'll try it. Man, what a blast!
You just had to go around this maze and collect bananas.
Yep. Then we have some sports titles. Let's run through these because look, sports titles are great and all. I haven't really cared about sports titles since I was very young. But we got Madden 2002. I think that's
Mhm.
pretty standard. You're going to get a Madden game at the launch of your console if it's coming out in the fall. Dave Mira Freestyle BMX 2, NFL Blitz 2002, NHL Hits 2002, All Star Baseball 2002, NFL Quarterback Club 2002. So that rounds up the sports. Anything you want to add about the sports, Wes?
No, no, they were sports titles. I mean, they were fine. NHL Hits actually was really fun.
Hits and
It was
Blitz
really
is cool. Like those like arcade style games are always fun.
Yeah, NHL Hits was really good, but Quarterback Club, All Star Baseball, I mean, they were fine.
Hmm.
They were fine.
But let's get back to Sega. We got a late port of Crazy Taxi, the
Hmm.
game that came out on everything after the Dreamcast died. I mean, I love Crazy Taxi to death, so it shouldn't be a total surprise it's on there. But it was 2 years later, right? Yeah, 2 years later.
Hmm.
Like, oh, here's a launch title for the GameCube. I don't think that I would have paid $50. It would have been $50 at the time, and I don't think I would have paid that. Not when I already have it on the Dreamcast, and you know,
Well, it
I
was
def-
Acclaim's. So Acclaim just, slap, wanted to make some money and slap Crazy Taxi out because Acclaim had publishing rights to put out a bunch of Sega titles. So Crazy Taxi was one, and hey, why not?
yeah, I'm sure it was just an easy port for them to handle. The last one here, we spent a lot of time doing research on this. I just want to mention this for a second, guys. Go ahead and take a Google search real quick and find out what people think the launch lineup was at the GameCube. Almost all of them have at least one error. Ours might also. We spent probably like 45 minutes to an hour cross-referencing things using our own memory and like figuring this out. Extreme G3, I think it was the only
Hmm.
one we were unsure of if it was a launch game or not. But many of them said this other Batman game or didn't have Batman on there at all. So there was no Batman game on some lists. There was the wrong Batman game on half the lists. And the correct Batman game that came out was Batman Vengeance, which I didn't play, but you're a huge Batman fan, so I know that you did.
I did, but I don't remember playing it for GameCube. I bought it for Xbox.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
that
bought
makes
it for
sense.
Xbox, and but I don't. This was one we tossed around because I don't remember it being a launch title. I do remember it coming out for GameCube, but
To
my
the best of our
memory
knowledge
failed
from the
me.
research we
Yeah,
did, it was a launch title from as far as that we can tell. The
yeah,
one that people got wrong, what was the other one? Batman Dark Tomorrow or something was the one that was on like half the list that was clearly not correct.
yeah. That was crap. Anyway, it did come out eventually, but it did come out eventually. But that was not a launch title.
Got it.
But yeah, Batman Vengeance came out for everything. They released it for PS2, Xbox, and GameCube. Yeah, I just don't remember if that was an actual launch title or if it came out launch window. I don't know.
Yeah, another question mark, just like Extreme G3, but I think from the research we did that it probably was a launch title, but can't lock it down for sure.
Yeah, because I remember buying Extreme G3. I loved Extreme G. I thought
Those
Extreme
games were
Gs
fun.
were great. But again, I don't. That's another one. I don't remember it coming out on launch day, launch window, maybe. I don't
Yeah,
know. But
correct as if we're wrong. But you can't trust the internet anyways, because like I said, like almost everybody's lists were different. So go ahead and try to figure that out.